allow this guy to have a car. Come on. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. So today is Gambler round 2. This is first time for us this year, and we brought the missile car, the car that we put together in our garage piece by piece. Took us years, but hey, it's running. It's a little 5.3, and it only has 2 events, 1 rain event here, kids drifted, and 1 Lebanon Valley dry in the dry. So this is gonna be 3rd event for this car, and we'll see how it does. And we're going straight into competition. Yeah, let's unload it, check some alignment, change auto sensor because last time it went bad. So I don't know. What do you think?
We're gonna win.
Let's go. And we got her going. It's kind of fun. I need to fix my e-brake. It's still a little soft because I cracked and made a little air bubble. Last time I went to the track for Jacob to easier to lock it up, but I think it makes it harder. The lever is easier to push on, but it doesn't really lock up. So I'm gonna have to bleed my brakes and make sure my e-brake is working good, so I can be more confident, because I have to tap my front brakes to unload the rear in order to get it locked up. But other than that, man, it's spinning. I don't know how the new tire is gonna be, but this Prospect old tires, it's doing all right. Decent amount of smoke and holding up RPMs, and I think we hit most of the zones. So I like it. Let's have some fun. So I just did a bunch of changes in my suspension in the rear. I dropped the car, traction added, and a little bit lower PSI. So, and loosen up my spring because it was all compressed. So I wonder how it's gonna feel and what is it gonna do. I think I feel a little bit more traction already, but we're chasing first. We're chasing one of the slower cars, so we'll see how that's gonna feel. I'm excited to experience some of the changes. Let's go. practice is over. We got 4 laps and on different tires. We're going into qualifying on tires I've never driven before. And luckily I got 2 tries, so if I blow the first one, I'll have a second chance on the second run, and at least I will know, hopefully will know what the car feels like. But it's pretty good. We added some fuel because when I'm running low, I feel like it's got enough fuel halfway through the tank or something. So we just topped it off, brand new tires. Let's go. So first run started pretty good, and then in outside zone 1, the car shut it out and stalled. I barely kept it running, reinitiated. Obviously that was a 0, but I'm pretty sure we found the issue. This positive cable coming out of this box, I believe it was shutting out. As you can see, this burnt marks here. So, and there's some right there, holes. So definitely not a good sign, but I'm glad we found it. I opened up the trunk, opened the box, and saw that, and I'm like, yep, that's got to be it. So we taped it for now. Also taped this one, tighten up all the cables so they're not loose, they're not wobbly. We're gonna probably stuff some foam inside the box so the battery is not moving as well. And we're ready for run number 2, and I think we're gonna do well. Tires a little bit slippery than what I had in practice, but manageable. I think it'll be fine once we get the car running without any hiccups. So let's go back on grid and we'll be ready for the next run. Chelsea's the awful number.
Yeah, and Chelsea's right now going. Wait,
Yeah.
I didn't know you had.
I'm surprised. I didn't like a couple zones and transitions and going into the bank. My car did not have a lot of power, so it's like clutch kick kind of. And I didn't want to lift or hold the e-brake because then I lose the wheel speed. So I just like wow with the wheel speed, boom boom, went off the bank and finished how I finished. 88, not bad, because I seen some good runs and people were getting less points. But I guess I hit zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe all of them were decent. I don't know, man. I'm happy. Let's go. Okay, we're in top 16 against Corvette. Let's put on some show. it, let's go! Let's go, baby! First one in the books, we got him! I'm coming in to change tires. We're top 8 against team, the local boys.
For our unlimited class, and here we go into our next battle. Lipton and Brudski. Brudski tossing it in there. He's got a ton of aggression coming in, a lot of throttle into outer zone number 1. Lipton trying to chase him down in that Corvette, going a little bit wide there as Brudski comes into outer zone number 2. Lipton a little bit messed up in the chase position as Brudski comes through the center section. Lipton trying to really reel him in there. Brudski coming around to outer zone number 4, getting about a midline through that zone, allows Lipton to catch up. Brudski coming around to outer zone number 5 of the People's Corner, and Lipton has it on his door as they transition across that reference point and up into the bank turn. Lipton taking a little bit lower of a line, trying to get on Brudski's door as they cross the line. I want to see what happened there in the replay from outer 1 to 2. Just something looked a little weird there.
Yeah, it looks like Lipton and his Corvette got a little bit of a bite back going in there and trying to clean it back up as Dmitry Brudski's just locked and loaded into outside 1. Lipton just didn't really, he fell off his flow point. He had to figure out where he was going. He understood he needed to clean up that proximity and leave at least something for the judges to judge in his chase position. But unfortunately, a lot of corrections out of Lipton in the back. Dmitry Brudski sitting in the front, in the lead, finishing off his lap. We'll have to flip these guys around and figure out what the second half of this battle is going to look like. Hopefully Lipton mechanically is all okay.
Absolutely, because we forget there's obviously the driver element of this competition, but these cars have to cooperate and the drivers are really pushing them to their limits. So we do have mechanical failures. It looks like Lipton's car is fine because he is pulling to the line, and Dmitry Brudski is going to chase him down. So let's see what Lipton's got in the lead position.
All right, and here we go. Lipton taking the lead in that C5 Corvette, getting chased down by Dmitry Brudski, which I'm pretty sure is like a quick, really quick build for him. But either way, both these guys are dumping into outside 1. Lipton getting into outside zone number 1 as Brudski cutting the line, trying to fall back into position now, maybe taking a safe run as Lipton dumps in the angle, going from 2 to 3. Dmitry Brudski a little bit out of the conversation now as both drivers work their way through that center section. Lipton in his Corvette getting into outside zone number 4. Dmitry Brudski about a car length, tries to clean it up now, going to the People's Corner. Dmitry Brudski working his way up, and Lipton doing a great lead lap here, putting a car where it needs to go. Let's hopefully he gets in the outside 6 as Dmitry boosts right back to the side. Lipton in his Corvette makes it over the finish line. We'll have to go to the judges to see how that pans out. But once again, you don't want to lean this in the judges' hands. They got clammy hands.
Absolutely. Now, our chat is saying that Frito on Valinos is lethal. I would have to agree, and shout out to Valino Tire, one of our sponsors here at The Gambler. They're out here today. Make sure you visit their booth if you have a moment and talk about how great those tires are.
I think Frito should paint his car red, but don't fix anything.
So no body work, just rattle can, all the panels? Okay.
Yeah. Maybe the roof black, for style.
And we do have a winner for that previous battle. Brutski is going to get the win. Brutski gets the win and moves on.
What do you guys think? Did I left foot brake a lot? Did I slow down? Was it unchaseable lead, the way Chelsea said? I don't want to kind of dig into it and go back and forth, but previously I have been using left foot brake a lot in my Pro Spec Pro 2 seasons, and judges did say they didn't want to see it a lot, so we've been working or loosening up my car not to left foot brake so the car can stay and float in the zones instead of like driving out of it, especially being a BMW chassis with trailing arms. It has decent amount of grip, so if you stay on throttle the whole time, the car just want to drive out of the zone. But yeah, we're definitely working towards eliminating left foot braking as much as I can, but I'm still using it when I need it as a tool. Going back to the years when I was winning championships and a lot of podium, judges would always say, loosen up your cars, especially to us Pro Spec guys, Pro 2 guys, loosen up your cars, loosen up the cars, you're missing the zones, you're driving not fluent, the car doesn't flow, you're missing the zones, just loosen up your cars and drive. That's exactly what I did. And if you look at my qualifying scores previous years when we had a qualifying, I'm always in top spots of qualifying because I'm always in the zone, decent amount of angle, and just fulfilling lead responsibilities. If you see a lot of guys that complain about my driving, let's say, or my speed, left foot braking, whatever they want to say it, they try to be gripped up, they try to be fast, they miss in the zones, they can't qualify well, and then when you go to tandem, anytime, even if both cars have the same amount of grip, if I go deep, a lot of angle in the zone, and somebody will shallow up angle and line, they'll struggle no matter what, so never mind having more grip. With that said, with S14, my car is not fast at all, low grip, because I'm on Kenda tires versus Corvette that I ran in top 16 had Felino tires, I believe, so also he had way more power than me. You can see that in his lead, how bad he was walking on me, and I was chopping every corner I can just to stay with him, and I still couldn't catch up. Kinda, but not even close. In my lead, if you see you just watched my run from practice, qualifying, and top 16, top 8, all 2 battles that I did. All my lead pretty much same, very close to what I ran in practice, qualifying, and battles. A lot of throttle commitment, very little modulation, because if I lift the throttle and start pedaling, car doesn't have enough power to get the wheel speed back up and wants to straighten out or drive out of the zone. So to help with that, I was throwing a lot of angle. With more angle, the car spins wheels a little bit easier, and easier for me to stay in the zone and have a better line for a lead. In the chase, obviously you can always cheat a little bit less angle, skip the zone a little bit and get back in position where you want to be. But yeah, I did a lot of clutch kicks on all my lead runs, qualifying and practice and everything. And even before I saw Chelsea's post, which I saw that on the way back home after the Gambler, if you watch the raw footage in real time as I was recording the whole process the whole day, you can see how I was mentioning the car is underpowered. I have to do a lot of clutch kicks and struggle to stay in the zones and stuff like that. Had I left foot brake, it would just choke the car up even more. So definitely it wasn't left foot braking there. Maybe a few times to get the back float initiate, because my handbrake is also not very good, doesn't really lock up rear easy. So with that being said, I think Chelsea just had a bad day. He had some car issues, he had a bad mood, and was fueled by a lot of haters on grid when I ran my top 16 battles. And all those guys are homies, obviously they don't want to see their friend lose to me, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna let that get into my head. However, I do learn from everything, every event. I am paying attention, making sure I'm a better driver, not to left brake, not to do anything intentionally. But when I'm in a lead, honestly, I do what I gotta do. Fill the zones and get the best line possible. And when you're in a chase, you do you. Adapt, watch, have a spotter, whatever you want to do. Because, yeah, I'm not crying you're fast. It's not drag racing or anything like that, you know. You do you, and I'll try my best to chase you, and I'm doing my thing. And that's it. And all the haters that crying out there and saying, you know, DMs and blah blah blah, which it wasn't even that bad, you know. Half of them converted to my fans, so peace. What I was gonna say, yeah, just come drive, you know, just come and show some better driving if you can. Come drive with us, come drive with me, come beat me, and on track. But not saying that you can't. I'm not saying I'm the best. I want to be the best. I want to be the best me. But anyways, don't cry about it. Just come and drive. Just do drifting. And we're going back to Gambler this weekend. We will do our best again. Hopefully we'll get on the podium and drive better, adapt better to no grip car. And yeah, S14 drives way different than BMWs that I'm used to. So it's weird because it feels like the car rotates around the front wheels, where BMW kind of center rotates and I can throw it here and there. I feel the car. S14 is kind of falls into angle and stays there, and that's why it makes it even slower. I'm sure you can probably change that with some alignment setup and stuff like that. I don't know yet how to do that. I'm just making sure my, you know, toe and camber right, so I have a good good tire wear and drivability kind of easy for me. So that's that. But don't cry about it, be about it. Let's go.